Hi Taurus, welcome to your October 2018 General Tarot reading. It's Raina here. If you're looking for a love reading, I've already done a love tarot reading for October, and that's on my channel, and I've got playlists for those, and I've also done an astrology one. So I decided a while back to do 3 different readings for the month, and you know, one of them is astrology, and one is a love reading, and one's a general reading. And I like that format because it allows me to just focus on each of these areas, you know, rather than trying to cram it into one video. I was just going to say, it's kind of funny because even though this is a general reading, sometimes it seems like even when I do a general reading, I can't get away from the love readings because it seems like there's certain cards that really talk about love. And I've gotten a few of them here. And usually if I start on one theme, I'll stay there. I don't just like say, okay, this is going to happen and that's going to happen. Maybe I should, because it's like, hey, if it's a general reading, it doesn't have to be just one subject matter. But sometimes it's like really blatantly obvious that it's, you know, focused on one thing. The heart of the matter is the 4 of Wands. This is the card of a happy home, marriage. And look, they have these flowers on there. I don't know if that are roses, I guess. And it's a card of a new home. So definitely astrologically, this is supported because for Taurus, the 4th house is Leo. And Leo, you know, we've had a solar eclipse there in the sun, you know, in August. So that's a, you know, very powerful new moon, new beginnings with home matters and stuff like that. So some of you probably have wanted to move and are moving. And this might be your dream house even. Also, this might be like a Leo person, a fire sign. Definitely a fire sign person. So if not Leo, then it could be Sagittarius or Aries. So it might be somebody of that sign. And actually, this is at the foundation of the reading, and I think this is connected to Leo. 6 of Wands, this is a card of, I don't know if it's victory so much as success, recognition for your abilities, talents, yada yada. And so I would say that this has to do with maybe in some cases that your success in your career is allowing you to purchase a new home, or that this, you know, kind of reiterating that you have a fire sign individual in your life. Because we do have here as the challenge card, the justice card. This can be like, this is like kind of getting in the way of things a little bit. The justice card is connected to Libra, so if there's a Libra person, that could certainly be it. But this could be like that there isn't yet some sort of legal agreement. So you may have found your dream house, but it's not finalized, and that could throw things up in the air. Also, with a divorce, perhaps, maybe you are in love with somebody else, but you haven't gotten a divorce yet. And the Justice card also is about fairness, and so there's something that could be imbalanced, is not balanced in your life, that is connected to these, you know, beautiful cards. I mean, these are like positive cards, very positive minor arcana cards, 4 of Wands and 6 of Wands. And they're both very passionate, because it's connected to fire. And so the Justice is something that is unfair. And I'm presuming that this is being done to you. That is kind of like we call the fly in the ointment, the little nagging little situation that kind of is the one thing that keeps you from total joy about this situation, whatever it is. And so it's kind of like maybe you've found the perfect home, you're in love with somebody, but they're married still. Something like that, I can't tell you exactly what it would be for you, but something along those lines. Now, if this is a work situation, it could be that you're wanting to buy a new home, you want a promotion at work, you're doing great work, and yet they're being unfair to you. They're not giving you, your props, which means not only are they not, they might be recognizing that you're doing well, but they're not giving you a raise, they're not giving you a higher position, and you feel like you're being treated unfairly. Maybe they're treating somebody else at the office preferential treatment. The higher message is the Three of Pentacles. This is something that Taurus does very well. Taurus is a sign that is very content as a builder. This is a building energy. It could even be associated with your sign. But it's the number 3 is a number of creation. And it's also the number of abundance, like creativity. And the pentacles relate to something of substance. So what this is saying is you want to, whether this is a romantic relationship or this is a career situation, you want to invest your energy, your time into something that is going to create a lasting effect. And Taurus is a fixed sign. You are known as a builder because you're very patient. All the fixed signs are very patient, and they plug away at their goals day after day after day. They don't expect to get to the top overnight. They know that they're going to have to put in some effort, and they're very consistent. And you've heard that expression, slow and steady wins the race. Well, that should be in the dictionary with a picture of a Taurus person, because that's how you roll. The problem is that you may, not just you, but anybody can invest their energy in the wrong place or the wrong person. So a lot of people, it seems like they do this, which is kind of strange because what they want flies in the face of what they have brought into their life. So people say, I just want to find somebody that I can be with for the rest of my life. And they end up with somebody who is a philanderer or somebody who is falling down drunk every day. So you have to pick somebody or pick a situation like a workplace where you can show up to work every day and do the good job that you do, and you're building a life for yourself. The Architect's card, that's what the Three of Pentacles can be. Now, this could also be if you want to conceive a child, okay? Maybe you want to start a family, and so this might be the perfect time, because even though you might feel like you're being treated unfairly, it's possible that the universe is kind of encouraging you to go into that area by making your current job situation not so pleasant. And if you always had in the back of your mind that you wanted to start a family, obviously I'm assuming in those cases that you would have a partner already, then this might be happening because then we have, as kind of the practical situation, the World card, which is ending a chapter of your life. So this could be where you're at in your job. Maybe it's time to close that chapter. It doesn't mean that you can't do it again, but you might want to take 5 years out and have a couple of children. That's only, some of you Taurus men, not going to happen, and some of you women are not going to want to do that either. But for the ones who do, if you have an unsatisfactory work environment, and it might be that you're doing a great job, but you're not receiving the proper treatment, then you might kind of be forced to look at other options, and that might include starting a family. Now, another thing too is, for some of you, it may be better for you to build a house than to buy one that's already on the market. And this may be it's a spiritual message. So I usually don't take the messages literally, but maybe it's like, for some of you, that's your spirit guides telling you, don't buy a house, have it built. And especially if you know somebody who can do that, because you'll save money, but you'll also be able to have personal touches that will make it more likely that you will stay there for a long time. Because the World card suggests that you're kind of closing a chapter in your life. And then what's coming in is represented by the Moon card. The Moon card connects to Pisces, believe it or not. The Moon rules Cancer, so I would include that sign. But to me, this is most likely a a timing card in this particular context. The Moon can indicate that there's things that you will be finding out, or it could even be like conceiving, the time of great fertility at the full moon. But guess what full moon is going to be in October? Taurus full moon. So this is going to be just like maybe a watershed moment for you in terms of you kind of closing a chapter on your life. This is a card that's coming on the heels of the World card. So it's really like in October 24th, taking some time out on that day to kind of maybe meditate on what needs to go, what needs to end. Very hard for Taurus to let things go. Sometimes you hold on to things too long, and to change. So that could be like a timing issue. It can also be a time where you discover where things come to a head. Full moons can bring things to a head. Oh yeah, here's the thing. This is important because when the full moon is in your sign, it means the sun is in the 7th house, which is Scorpio for you. So, and this is during the Scorpio, the Venus retrograde, and I think Venus will be in that 7th house retrograding. So if this could be something to do for some of you with a person that that's either an ex-spouse or that you're separated and you were really planning on getting divorced, and so that's why this is in the challenge position, because it's kind of up in the air whether or not you're going to get divorced. Maybe one or both of you have had changes of heart and don't want to do it. Look at the outcome. 10 of Cups. It's the card of marriage, the card of happily ever after, and the card of family harmony. So maybe, this is for some Taurians who separated. Maybe you separated back in the spring, back in late April, and now 6 months later when you're having, because back then you had the full moon in Scorpio, and that was your an ending in your 7th house, and now it's like a beginning, a new beginning in the 7th house. And that will actually be, the new moon will actually be in November. I think it's about November 8th, or is it November 7th? Right around there. So that could be like a new chapter in your marriage if you were separated and kind of living separate lives, and then during the Venus retrograde, you hear from your ex or your soon-to-be ex, and then you decide to reunite. So that might be more of what is going on than a new love coming into your life. If this has nothing to do with a marriage partner, then perhaps this is a fire sign individual. And this moon card really makes you aware that this is the right person for you. Maybe you had your doubts. So, very interesting, Taurus. I hope that you enjoyed this, and if you'd like a personal reading, please click the link below to take you to my online store. I wish you all the best in October. Bye.